These 5 relocation questions you're going to want to know before moving to Boston. In today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 very important things that I get asked a lot. These are questions I get asked by you and also my relocation clients. So I wanted to put this in a video so you can have it all in one place. From what are the schools like? What is the job market like? What do we do if we're new to the area and we don't have a support system? These are some of the things we're going to be talking about in today's video. I'm Katherine Kranenburg. I'm a Greater Boston area real estate agent. We put out new content every week. We're really glad that you're here, so let's dive in. So this is a question that actually came up during my own relocation. What kind of support system can I find? Experiencing my own relocation from DC to Newton, one of the things that I did is I reached out to the local school, PTO, presidents and co-presidents. We have children, so we really wanted to integrate and learn more about the community which we were interested in moving to. And through that, I learned a lot about the systems that I had in place where I was currently living. And so I started thinking about this in relationship to me being a realtor and what are the things that my clients have asked that they are looking for. Even after the purchase or sale has been made, there's a system of people that make up and help our lives, from plumbers, electricians, landscapers, pediatricians. Some questions I get asked as well is, what are your favorite restaurants? My kids want to do sports. Where do I go for that? Can you recommend this place for, community organizations, that sort of thing? When I think of a recent conversation with a family that relocated here from overseas, they had just arrived into the United States. It was their first time living here and they had children. Both parents were working and they really had to figure things out on their own. And that really inspired me to also think about my own journey and perhaps even your journey of moving and living in Boston. So if this is something that you're interested in, I actually have a guide that I have pulled together over the last 7 and 8 years. And don't forget, you can contact me at the email or the phone number down in the description below. So if you want this guide, just let me know. And I hope that this particular question, even though it's pretty personal, is something that's helpful for you when you're relocating to the Boston area. So another question I get asked a lot is, where are the good schools? If you know Massachusetts, they prioritize education across the entire state. Now, will some areas have stronger education, stronger schools than others? Absolutely. So if you're coming and moving here to Boston from this southern area, perhaps Texas and Florida, the taxes spent for schools in those areas may not be as strong as the Massachusetts area. Not only do we have world-renowned institutions like Harvard, MIT, Boston College, Boston University, UMass, as we call it, Amherst, we also have great public and private schools. One of the things you'll recognize when moving to Massachusetts for the schools is a lot of them are in older buildings, old historic buildings. Massachusetts is also upgrading and renovating and creating newer schools as well. So if you take, for example, Newton, we have 2 high schools here. One is completely brand new and one is an older building. They are not as big as probably places like Texas and Florida, but we do tend to have larger class sizes in the high school, middle school, for example. Speaking of class sizes, it will vary from public school and private school. And if you want more information on class size in those particular communities, reach out to the email or phone number below and we'll get you that information as well. If schools are a priority, we also have other videos on this channel that you can access. One is Newton, the other one is Weston, and we also have information on a recent video we just did on Needham. As we just said, some neighborhoods offer top tier schools over others. You can also check out niche.com and you can put in the community that you're interested in and the information about those schools will pop up as well. You have private schools like Newton Country Day, Milton Academy, the River School, Concord Academy. All of these are in different locations, but if you're looking for private schools, I'm not endorsing them, but these are ones that people on this channel have asked me about. So I just wanted to share that here. And as you search for your schools and your communities, feel free to reach out I'm happy to set up a Zoom or a phone call and be a resource for you. Don't forget, we also have the relocation guide. You can click it here. It is a free guide. It has also information about schools, transportation, and neighborhoods as well. So feel free to download that. And again, if you have any questions, let us know. Me and my team would love to be your realtor of choice when you're considering living and moving to Boston. Another question I get for people relocating to Boston is, are there good jobs here? Okay, well, there's a pretty good chance you are relocating here for a job in a variety of different areas: healthcare, biotech, tech, financial services, education. Matter of fact, several of you have reached out through this channel for several of these industries. This is a thriving economy, a very strong job market. We're probably one of the highest paid salary states in the United States as well. So if you're moving to Massachusetts for work, you are moving to the best state. I can tell you the clients that we work with are moving here, and they're moving from places like California, Texas, other Northeast states, Oregon. Actually, several overseas have reached out to me on this channel as well. They're relocating here for very similar industries. So according to this article, Massachusetts has been named the best place to live, and a lot of it has to do with the strong job market and the strong economic community that is here. So I would say you're moving and relocating to one of the best states. So this is a question I get asked a lot. Is it worth renting before buying when you're moving to Massachusetts and relocating to Boston? And that is a personal situation. Some people want to know if the area that they're choosing is the right fit for them and their family. In that case, yes, it absolutely makes sense to rent before buying. Some people also have a one-year assignment with the knowledge that they could actually extend and stay for longer. In that case, renting does make sense with the option to buy afterwards. As a real estate agent, I can say that the sooner you want to purchase, the better, because obviously you're building up equity. You're building up appreciation in your home. And because of the kind of market that we're in, your appreciation is very strong. Your return on your investment is also going to be very strong. With prices steadily rising, Boston is a great long-term financial goal. If you're hesitant for purchasing, reach out to the phone number or email below. We'd be happy to explore rent-to-own options as well in different neighborhoods that fit your needs. So obviously there's a rental process to follow, and we have a guide on that we'd be happy to share with you. And then there's also the purchase process. As relocators ourselves, we opted for the purchase option because we knew, the area we wanted to be in, we knew the schools we wanted our children to be in. And so we couldn't be happier with where we have chosen and the community that we've grown and come accustomed to. The one question I get asked probably most than any of them is, how do we time everything? Now, this is a very important question. People who use our real estate services know that we go above and beyond. If you have a place to sell, where you currently are, we have a wide network of referral partners that we work with in almost every state. We would be happy to help you with that as well. So what usually happens is we have our first initial discovery call and we set that up on Zoom. And then people usually come in town and we do what we call a discovery trip. That can be over 1 to 3 days. We'll go to several different neighborhoods. We'll check out some houses in a variety of different price points, and we'll check out locations of the school and some of the amenities in the neighborhood. I just had someone from the UK reach out to me on this channel. We met on a very winter cold day, and it was pouring rain here in Boston, but we made the best out of it, and we went around the neighborhood that they were looking at. We looked at a couple of homes. For her, it was really helpful because she was able to get her bearings of different locations in distance from the schools. It was far easier for me to describe those kind of neighborhoods by taking her around, and we spent about an hour before she went off to do her job training, and I'm so happy that that worked out for her. We were able to answer a lot of the questions that she had at the beginning when we did our first Zoom around schools, distances, driving, commute from her work to home, and in the location that she's looking for. Also, we get requests a lot for people to do FaceTime tours or Zooms when we go into those properties. So if you have a property that you've identified and you want for us to do a private tour, I can absolutely set that up with you as well. Timing your move also involves job transitions. Perhaps you have children in school and you are looking to move towards the end of the school year, or you want to be settled in by the beginning of the school year. I would say on average, a buyer starts their process 3 months ahead of time, and they're usually secured and found their dream home within 90 days. There's a pre-approval loan process. We work with a lot of really great local lenders that we can recommend to you as well. If you have a home to sell, like I said, we work with a lot of referral partners in different states, and we're happy to work with them. The other thing that a lot of people ask me about is simultaneous closings, and we can get into that as well, but they do happen. We actually did one ourselves. It's basically where you're selling your house and purchasing another one. Your lender will be a key component in this process. So guys, let us know, do you have more relocation questions that you would like answered? Put it in the comment below, or maybe you've relocated here and there's something that you want to share with people here on this channel. You can also put that in the comments below. Again, if you want to reach out to me and my team, we would love to be your realtor of choice. Book a call at the description below, and we'll see you on the next video.